Hello everyone, I am Punyakirti BL. Welcome to my Python for Generative AI learning series. In this series, we are focusing on Python basics that will help us to build a strong foundation for implementing generative AI concepts. So let's dive in and start today's session. Today's topic is dictionaries in Python. So which helps us to learn key value pairs for AI and ML projects. So let's start with introduction. In this lesson, we will explore one of the Python's most important and flexible data structures, the dictionary. Dictionaries helps us to store and organize information using a simple format called key value pairs. They are widely used in almost every area of Python programming, from basics scripts to advanced applications like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and natural language processing. A dictionary is like a digital reference book where you look up a key, that is a word, and gets its value, the meaning. This makes data storage and access quick, organized, and efficient. By the end of this lesson, you will understand what dictionaries are, how to create and use them, and how they make Python programs more powerful and easier to manage. Let's start with what is a dictionary. A dictionary in Python is a collection of items where each item has two parts. One is a key and another is a value. Every key is unique and it points to specific value. Here we are able to see here one of the example model config which has three keys, model name and value as a GPT-4, layers as another key and value as 48, parameters and value as 175 billion. So here model name, layers and parameters are the keys. Their corresponding values are GPT-4, 48 and 175 billion. So let's run and print this by creating a dictionary in our code editor. So model config is a dictionary. Whether it is a dictionary or not, we can find using type of model config. So it will tell which type of data structure it is. Let's print the value after that. So whatever value is saved in this model config, we can print. So when we run, we come to know it is a class of dict, that means dictionary, along with all the values whichever key value pairs available in this model config, it is printed. So now we can see we can get the value of any key by writing print model config like this. So accessing. So I want to access particularly model name from the model config. So what I am doing, I am printing model config of model name. When I try that, so GPT-4 is the value of model name key, it is printed. So this will print GPT-4. Dictionaries are different from list or tuples because they don't use index numbers. Instead, you use the key directly to find the value. Okay. So then next topic is rules for dictionary keys. Dictionary keys must always be immutable. That means they cannot change after creation. Allowed key types include strings, numbers, and tuples. List or other changeable types cannot be used as keys. Let's correct usage and incorrect usage we can understand with some examples. So I'm going and I'm running. First we can go for correct usage. So I'm commenting here. So person has first name, last name, and that will be has keys with John and ID 00. So let's print what we are getting with person with the correct use. Okay, when we print here, we are able to get first name, last name. First name as John Doe, first name, last name we got, and 1 is equal to ID we got. Now we can incorrect usage is, let's see. So person is equal to, we have values of list with coordinates. When I try to print, it throw an exception because unhashable type list. So what happens? Let's see and understand. You can think of keys like permanent labels on storage boxes. If the labels keep changing, you won't know which box holds what. So when we use the list here as in key, it throw an exception So don't use key type as what is changeable or least types cannot be used as keys. Okay, let's go with next topic, why dictionaries are useful. Dictionaries are ideal for storing structured data such as configuration details, user information, or machine learning settings. For example, here you are able to see hyperparameters. Here, each key represents a setting name and each value represents its corresponding parameter. So, we can see for creating then how to access each value itself. So, here we have hyperparameters as a dictionary which has keys learning rate and its value, another key dropout rate and optimizer. Let's print this. So, when we print hyperparameters, it will print key value pairs available inside that dictionary. Okay, so here each key represents a setting a name, each value represents its corresponding parameter. You can access or add data easily. How to do that? Let's see. I want to access one value. We already know that one basic. So print hyperparameters learning rate. So I want to access this key and its value on the basis of key. We are doing this one. After that, we have learning rate, drop rate and optimizer. I need to add a new key called hyperparameter batch size is equal to 64. So you can see before and after what happens. So what I will do, print hyperparameters. So it is before the values are there and another is as print hyperparameters like this. Now what we are doing, we are printing the particular value on the basis of key, then adding a new key. See here, we got 0.01 for hyperparameters learning rate, that is the value of the learning rate key. Next, we printed all the values before adding a new key. So till that we have optimizer. After that we added a new key called batch size with value 64. Here it is reflecting as it is. So this way you can manage and update program settings in one central place instead of scattering them across your code. So next topic, we can move to next topic, accessing and modifying values in dictionary. To read a value from dictionary, use its key inside square brackets. We already know that one. Let's try with example for more clarity. Now I am printing hyperparameter with optimizer. Optimizer has value as Adam. So when I print, automatically we got the Adam as a value on the basis of key optimizer. Next one is, if the key does not exist, Python will show an key error. Okay, so if the keys exist, we get the value. If the key is not exist in that dictionary, when we try to access that one, we throw an exception, key error momentum, because momentum is not available in hyperparameter dictionary. To avoid this error, use the get method. So I want to get the key. If the key get the value of a key on the basis of key, I can access that using brackets. But what happens if it is not exist? It throw an exception. But what I am doing, I am using a dictionary dot get function or a method and passing a key. So not specified is a default value. If the key is already exist, it will give the value which is available. Otherwise, it will give the default value as not specified. Now we are able to see not specified. We are not getting any exception. To avoid exception when key is not available, so we can use a get method. So here, if the key momentum is missing, the message not specified will be shown instead. This approach prevents your code from crashing when key is unavailable. You can also update or add new key value pairs easily. How to do that? We already know how to do that. So hyperparameters have learning rate. So as of now, learning rate is 0.01 we are adding. So here learning rate will be at 0.0001, but I am making it as 0.0.1. Okay, so before updating or adding a key, what we will do, so I can print hyperparameter as a current value what it will be there, and later I can, after modifying a new key or updating the existing key, what the output will be changed, we can see here. Now before learning rate is 0.0001, but after that learning is 0.01 because of this statement. We modify the or update the existing key. Then we added a new key called epost. Here it is not there before, it is added. So in this way we can update and add a new key in our dictionary. Let's go with best practices when working with dictionaries. Use only immutable keys such as strings, numbers or tuples. Avoid duplicate keys. If you repeat key, Python keeps only the last value or recent value. So how it will work? Let's see with the example. So we have a settings dictionary is equal to theme, that is dark, theme light. Two keys are there of same theme. So when we print the theme key, so it print the light because the latest updated value is light. That's why we are getting. So use only immutable keys only to avoid this confusion. Use the get method for safe access to avoid errors. Keep keys descriptive. Meaningful key names make your dictionary easier to understand. Following these rules helps keep your data organized and your code bug free. So this we completed with best practices. Let's start with nested dictionary. Dictionaries inside dictionaries called nested dictionary. A dictionary can also store another dictionary as a value. This is useful when dealing with complex or layered data such as model configuration, student records or project pipelines. Let's understand by creating a small nested dictionary. Here we have pipeline config with two dictionaries GPT-4 and bird. So when we print that one, we will get the dictionaries inside the dictionary. So pipeline config, so we will get two dictionaries printed inside another dictionary. So now to access data inside the nested dictionary, we can try this statement. So what is this statement look? Let's see. So we are print pipeline config. Pipeline config is the dictionary. Inside that I want to get the value of GPT-4. GPT-4 is another key with a dictionary name. So inside GPT-4 I want to get the attention heads. Attention heads is 96 for GPT-4. So when I print we will get 96 as the value. So if I want to attention heads of bird, how to get that one? Same way we can get here GPT-4 is there. I will change it as bird. So it will go to pipeline bird attention heads. So it will print 16 as well. In this way we get the access data inside nested dictionary. Nested dictionary work like folders inside folders. Each inner dictionary holds related information that belongs to a specific key. You can easily add another layer by assigning a new dictionary. Okay, let's see how to add that one. So this is the structure we are using for nested dictionary. Here pipeline config T5 is equal to layers and attention nets added. So before doing that one, whatever it is there, we can print. After adding, what happens you can see. So first what I will do, I will print dictionary pipeline config, and after that adding T5 as of now GPT-4 is there, BERT is there. Now I added T5. So you are able to see before only we have GPT-4 and BERT. Now we have nested dictionary with T5. So in this way, this structure keeps your data neat, organized and expandable. Summary. Let's go with summary of this session what we covered. Dictionaries are one of the Python's most powerful data structures. They let you store data in key value pairs, making information easy to find, modify and organize. In this lesson, we learned what dictionaries are and how they work, the rules for using keys, how to create dictionary, access and modify data, how to handle missing keys safely, how to build and use nested dictionaries, best practices for efficient and clean code. With regular practice, dictionaries will become one of your most valuable tools in Python programming. They simplify code, reduce repetition and make complex data easier to manage. Let's quick recap. So what is dictionary? Dictionary is equal to collection of key value pairs. Keys must be unique and immutable. Access values using dict of key are safely with dict.get key and we can send the default value. Add or modify data by assigning new key value pairs. Use nested dictionaries for multi-level or structured data. Dictionaries are backbone of many Python programs. Once you master them, you will find your code becomes cleaner, smarter, and much easier to maintain. So thank you for watching today's session. This is part of Python for Generative AI learning series. If you found this helpful, please subscribe to my channel for more videos. Also feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. The link is in the description. See you in the next session. Thank you very much.